second card for September Club. And again, we're going to be doing this card and using this cute little dog from the Playful Pets designer paper. And wanted to show you, you club gals, that I gave you the color coach. I don't know if you looked at it much. Love, love, love. It is in the order of the rainbow. So Roy B. Give, or whatever, it starts there, and it's all the colors of the rainbow. It's not set. You'll notice as you get to the back of it, there's a blank card. Yes, that was intentionally left blank. And that card, I can't find mine, but there's a blank card. And then after the blank card, you have the in colors. They didn't, do a chart yet for this year's in colors, so I couldn't give that to you. But if that comes up, then you'll be getting it, and you can just add it into your thing. But I wanted to separate our normal colors from our in colors, so that's the only reason that you have it like that. I wanted to show something to you. I love, love, love this color stamp pad. This is the Pear Pizzazz. It is not an in-your-face green. It's not a dark green. It is the most wonderful neutral green that kind of like goes with everything green. So one of my favorite, did I say it enough? Favorite colors is Pear Pizzazz, because it packs a pizzazz. So just letting you know, you guys get a free stamp pad for being club members, so you might want to consider Pear Pizzazz if you don't have it. So wanted to show you, when I was doing my cards, I thought, I just want to do something with Pear Pizzazz. So I looked at my color coach for Pear Pizzazz. Now, because I was using this, I knew I was going to use this little dog. I did not want to use colors that would pick out part of his face. I wanted him to kind of like jump out. And the reason I did is because when I first was playing around, the colors I chose were, these three colors. And I thought, oh, he looked really cute when I was just kind of making my prototype. But I thought I want to do Pear Pizzazz. So I wanted to show you something interesting on this. If you have a color that you want to use, this is not the only color in the color coach. So if you go through, you can go, oh, let's just look for Pear Pizzazz. You can just go through and find other things. So what I found, I'm just going to jump up here, under Mary Merlot, it had Pear Pizzazz. Oh, there are other colors that have Pear Pizzazz under Pumpkin Pie, Pear Pizzazz with those three colors. So if you know there's a color you really kind of want to use, look for that color dot in each of these things as you're just skimming through, and it could give you the inspiration you need. So for me, the perfect colors that I wanted to use was Mary Merlot, Pear Pizzazz, and Mint Macaroon. So I was inspired by those three colors on my color coach. Again, I didn't find it under Pear Pizzazz. I found it under one of the other colors. So you get more than just those three recommendations as you flip through your color coach. You'll have a whole bunch more inspiration. So hopefully that helps you. So when I did mine, that's where I had the inspiration. So Diane, I saw you raising your hand. Do you have a question? Oh, nope. Okay. She's just waving. Hello. Hi, Diane. Okay. So what I'm going to do, and I want you to guys to be careful about this. This is a very important thing. If you saw my tutorial, you'll see this is very important, because I gave you in the tutorial a picture of what happens if you don't do what I'm going to tell you to do. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to turn this down, put my card to the side. I'm going to get my working base. I'm going to tear a piece of tape. Um, I'm going to tear my piece of tape the length that I desire, and then I am going to stick it on my clothes. You heard me right. I want to get it. Uh-oh. Oh, poo. When you do that, be careful not to do what I just did, but stick it on your clothes a couple times to pick up just enough lint to take away the ultra stickiness of it. Okay. So once I've done that, then I'm going to just kind of lay it down where I want it. So in this case, I laid mine down. I like to start in a little bit of a corner. I don't know. And then I like to generally come across in a big way and then come across in a different way and then divide up. But, you do you. So I'm going to get another piece and I'm just going to kind of go measure. That's about where I would want it to be. I'm going to tear it. I'm going to de-stickify it on my tummy because that's why God gave us tummies. So when my tummy gets larger with all this COVID stuff, eating, snacking, Netflixing, doing whatever, I just go, oh, I'm having a bigger stamp tool. So, hi, Beth is back. Yay, Beth. Beth, we're just starting the second card. And I was just showing how um, I'm just showing how you need to, with your washi tape I gave you guys, you're going to need to de-stickify it. So put it on your clothes. You just want to get rid of some of the tackiness. I start in a corner and then I like to somehow go across my card. So I'm just going to go across. I don't like to go into a corner. I like to leave it a little funky outside. Now, what's really nice is I'm doing it, you can see it sticking down onto my work surface paper, which will make it nice because then I won't have my card moving all around. It's just an added bonus. So as you're doing this, go ahead and start laying down your little pieces. I like to measure out first, tear, stick to get rid of some of the stickiness because I really don't want it tearing my cardstock. Just get a little of that stick edge off. I'm going to come across, I'm just going to come across this way, I think. Again, you do the card that you want to do. I just realized I probably shouldn't hum. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm going to kind of come down like that because I want some funky, oopsie, stop. I want some funky geometrical shapes to mine. And that's too big of a section, so I'm going to divide that section up on mine. So when you kind of have your thing done, you can give me a thumbs up if you'd like. I'm going to go like that, I think. Now, in your tutorial, okay, great, good. We've got half of you. In the tutorial, when I was doing the sponging, I kind of showed you a technique that when you get down to your last window, if you go, oh no, I don't want just one color being only in one of my little squares. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So essentially, I could have each color twice if I wanted or whatever. But if you go, oh, fiddle faddle, you know, I don't, this color's against that color, I don't like it, then what you could do is just get another little piece. And as you're starting to sponge, and then you could see your other colors and go, oh, no. And then you just add that, and then you could add your other color in here, if that makes sense. Does it make sense? So I showed you in your tutorial how that can happen. Okay, I'm just going to leave that guy there just because I'm curious what will happen. All right, so when you are done and you're ready to sponge, I recommend setting your sponges in front of your pads, right? Mine, I'm going to push these back out of view, but I like to keep them there because dark color looks like dark color. So it's easy to confuse your sponges. So when I'm doing this, I'm going to start with my Mary Merlot. I'm just going to pick up some ink. I am not going to pounce. The reason why are you not going to pounce? Because I don't want that soft stippled effect. Boy, try to say that fast. So I'm going to just kind of pick it up in circles by rubbing it in circles on my ink pad. And I'm going to put pressure and then just rub there. Now, the colors do tend to lighten up a little bit. So go darker than you think you might want because it will lighten up. Now, in this case, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little darker here, a little lighter here. I'll hold my card up. You can see in this card it's not all even, and that's good. That's okay. That gives it that nice effect, right? I'm not worried about having it really perfect. And I'm not worried about I'm going to do this here, now I'm going to do this. I just kind of work my way across thinking, oh, what do I want next to that one? What do I want next to the other? So I'm going to take now my other color. You do your colors. And I'm going to go ahead and just sponge in little happy circular motions. I feel like Bob Ross. Little happy trees. Happy little accidents. And you're basically going to just continue with your different 3 colors as you fill out your little grid that you made. My ink pad, this one is dry. My Pear Pizzazz has been used so much, it's drier. So which means I'm going to have to really go back and over it because somebody wasn't prepared. All right, so I'm just kind of pressing down into the cardstock. When you press into the cardstock and go in circular motions, that's called burnishing. You're kind of pressing that color and smoothing it out. And I know some of you are pouncer fans. So if you really want to pounce, you can pounce. I won't tell you you're doing it wrong, although you're doing it wrong. No, did I say that? Okay, so I'm just going to continue with my coloring. I hate when you're recording something and you feel you have this little scratchy part in your throat. That just has got to scratch. So when you're doing this, you might want to be careful. Like I was like, oh no, I don't want to put another green because I don't want 2 dark greens there. So I'm going to go with the light green. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but there was a little overspill of my red. I'm not going to worry about that. I am just going to go ahead and go right over top of that with my next ink color and not even worry about that. So I don't know if you can see, but this is already lightening up. So it's like, well, I really want that to pop. So I'm adding more. That was really lightened up. So when you're when you're done with your stuff, oh, what color was this? Okay, that's that one. You can always go back and you can always add more color to get a vibrant color if that is what you're going for. That's what I'm going for. So now I'm going to take this and put it here because I've got those colors and I don't want a double color next to it. And I've got a little color up here. So that's the color I have to use if I don't want colors to be beside each other that are the same. All right. So for me, oops, stay off. I think I'm happy with that. I've made a mess of my thumb. I'm happy about that. Not really. Got to find something to rub my thumb on. I should have had a tissue handy. Oh, well. All right. So I don't know where you guys are, but coloring in your little graph isn't the hard part. So here's another little trick. When you are pulling your washi tape up, kind of gently roll it back. Now this one I didn't get as fuzzy. You'll know if you were fuzzy enough with it or not, if you got the stick off. On mine, I was in a hurry and I didn't get all of my sticky off. So I'm going to have a little bit, that was good, but I'm going to have a little bit where I'm going to have some marking. Again, this is just learning, but I find when you pull it, like keep it low when you pull it, it's going to have less of see how low I kept that? It's going to have less of the tendency to want to tear your paper, if that makes sense. As my paper tears right there. This was my little guy that wasn't as good. So I'm going to keep it low and I'm just going to pull it like that. And keep it low and just pull it along like that. Good. Because that actually did start to pull the paper up there. And I was able to avoid disaster. Okay. So if you find that your washi tape is too sticky, again, this is learning. If you find your washi tape is too sticky, what you can do, you can also do this with painter's tape. But again, I would still try to stick it on your clothes to get rid of some of that stickiness. That's the only thing. With washi tape, sometimes it doesn't stick when you want it to, and it does stick when you don't want it to stick. And that might be the case at this time. So I have like a couple little places where my cardstock got a little roughed up, but it's okay. I can always put a little thing on top of it. I could trim it with my scissor just a little bit, and it'll still be okay. So are people kind of with me? No, yes? Still working? If you're still working, let me know. Okay, still working. All right. No worries. What I might do, I'm going to go ahead and then just finish my card because it's pretty much a no-brainer. And then I'm going to turn off the recording and then I'll come back and join you guys and we'll all unmic and then you could yeah, Beth, my washi tape was too sticky. Yeah, you just really have to put that washi tape on your clothes again and again and again so it's just hardly sticky. So you have to be careful. Now, when we're also burnishing, that's pushing that down into your, it's going to be pushing it into your cardstock a little bit more too. That's why you want your washi tape to be as unsticky as you can make it. Okay. So for mine, I had I had a little hanging chad, so to speak, right there. I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm just going to trim that off and it'll be okay. It'll be okay. When I did this one, my prototype, okay, I'm going to tilt it so you can see. Do you see how roughed up it was there a little bit? But when you look at the card overall, you don't notice that, right? So, and this is why I knew to put it on my clothes. This is how I learned how not to do it. But it still turned out okay, I thought. Crisp lines, vivid colors. So, all right. I am going to just finish my card out. Figure out how I want to do my card. I'm going to do it like that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do it like that. Okay, where's my glue? Where is my glue? Oh, well. Okay, I put my glue away from my other card, but that's okay because I can just use my sticky strip or not sticky strip, but this stuff. Peel and stick. We'll just do that. It's a little overkill for this card, but oh well. With my little dog, I am going to put him on a dimensional. You don't have to. You can put him flush on the card if you desire. All right, so now I get to peel this off. I love the peel and stick stuff. I find it works much better than the snail. Now, at Stampin' Up, we came up with a new snail. To be brutally honest with you, I have not ventured to buy it yet, so I cannot tell you about its performance or lack thereof. I don't know. How was I going to do this? I think I was going to do it. I'm going to do it like that. Okay. This is what I don't like. Close your eyes, guys. You did not see this. Nobody saw this. Nobody's looking. Don't look. No looky. Oh, that was ugly. Okay, so maybe I'll stop the recording now and get another thing. But basically, I'm going to put that down. I've got to get another card. And then I'm going to put him and then tie my ribbon around and stick him down. When I did my original card, I forgot to put the ribbon in. I didn't even know if I wanted the ribbon. So I went ahead and glued this down. And then when I did my ribbon, I gave you enough ribbon that you can tie it completely so it goes all the way across on the inside. Okay. So that's the way. But if you want it only on part of it, if you don't want your ribbon, this is your card. So you make your card how you like your card. No political future for Jackie. She's hiding something from her past. What? No, this is just me being human. All right, Beth? I don't know what you're talking about. There is nothing unusual about me or my past. So, ladies, I'm going to turn off the recording. No one's paying attention anyway because you have not even noticed what is hanging from my chin. So, having said that, I'm going to turn off the recording. We can unmic and we'll finish our cards that way. I appreciate you guys. You're a bunch of fun.